welcome back to the Wentworth CM Club podcast. This is your host, Chase K. Cook, along with co-hosts Zach and Adam. And today we are doing our third episode of WIC Week, honoring our women construction management majors at Wentworth Institute of Technology. We have Meredith Borden. All right, so hello, Meredith. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How did you find Wentworth, and how did you find yourself in the construction industry and like wanting to pursue a career in construction management?
So when I first came to Wentworth, I was drawn to the city. And obviously, as I'm sure a bunch of people have already said, but also like the programs, the co-op program and all of that stuff that Wentworth has to offer. But the city is what really drew me. Because of all of the action and stuff going on and how you can see it's always changing. So that first drew me in. And then I also have a little bit of, I guess, family history in facilities management, which is what my track is. So I was also saw the program in facilities, and that also drew me to Wentworth.
Wait, hold on. I actually had a question about.
Go for it.
So like growing up with like your mom being a facility manager, what was that like? Is that what got you interested into it, or just kind of what you felt like you should do?
I want to say it's what got me interested, but I not to say it's what I thought I should do, but I always went with her a lot. My sister and I would go to job sites with her and to her projects and to all of her moves and stuff. And it was always really, well, you have a little 5-year-old walking around with the keys, giving them to people. And everyone always said we were really cute. So I really liked that part of it. But it's just, I was always there and I was always seeing it and seeing everything changing. So it definitely got me interested, but also there's that whole side that you said that it kind of seems like that's the path that I should take. And I did like it. So I did choose to keep going that way, but it's definitely, it pushed me in that direction because I knew that there is definitely a lot of experience in that area in my family. So
yeah, the job sites are always just like really fascinating, and you can visually see the progress as time goes, and it's just like really inspiring. Mm-hmm. And then you can just kind of see like hands-on components, you know, like management components and all that. So yeah.
She does a lot of like moves and stuff too. So you're getting mostly finished places, but also moving out. So you're getting an unfinished into a finished. And it's like just, you can see all of it.
Yeah, totally. That's awesome. And then, you know, the feeling of being proud of it at the end and saying, I worked on this, and yeah.
So Adam and I are facilities too, and I don't actually think we've ever talked about this. Is there like a specific area of facilities that you're interested in? I know like Boston, there's tons of different places that you could be a facilities manager in, and they all kind of different, like I don't know, they're all different environments. So I was just curious, like, is there a specific place you're interested in?
I mean, no, not really. I like big places, I guess, if that makes sense. Something that has a lot of stuff going on, something that's constantly changing. There's nothing in particular I'm looking for in a specific building or specific facilities management area, but just constant changes and all of that. Just something to keep me busy and something to keep me, I guess, entertained and find something for me to do all the time.
Yeah, and like enjoy the challenge of, you know, the fast-paced work and projects.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're not really like, because sophomores haven't done co-ops yet unless like you did like a summer or two before. I don't know.
In high school, I did something, but.
Did you do co-op in high school?
No, in high school we had senior projects where you choose to go. You can either stay in classes or go do something else, and I decided I didn't want to stay in classes anymore. So for the entire, the last quarter, so however long that is, I finished my classes at a project management company.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
So what type of work experience do you have like in the field?
So In high school, I did a senior project, which was really just kind of like real world experience, I guess, where we could get out and find a job that we wanted to do. And I chose to work for a project management company, a local project management company. And I got to do office stuff. I got to go on site. They did a lot of work on schools and rebuilding schools. So I went to a lot of different school sites and kind of just got to see what was going on and just learn about it all. And that also, it was after I decided to come to Wentworth, but it definitely pushed me in knowing that construction management and facilities management was definitely the direction that I wanted to go with education.
So like, what was like your favorite part if from that experience, if you had to choose?
One of the days that we went on site, we went to a groundbreaking ceremony, and I thought that was really cool. Yeah, we spent the whole day on site, and then we had the full ceremony, and I thought that was really definitely interesting because it's huge. It's like everything they've worked for, finally something's happening. They're starting to make the school, and it was exciting for everyone around me, so it was exciting for me too.
Okay, so you're the vice president of FM on the e-board. Could you kind of speak to some of the events that we've done, maybe some of your favorite events? And also, I know we've done a couple women's events. I don't think we've done any lately because of COVID kind of raining on our parade, but maybe you could kind of speak to some of your favorite events and how they're kind of beneficial to not only the women, but all students in general.
My favorite event that we've hosted for women was the roundtable speed networking type event last year, where we had a bunch of female professionals and the women all came in and talked to us and it was just a networking opportunity roundtable where we get to, in our little groups, go meet with all these different women to learn about what they were doing and their experience in construction. And I thought that was a really good event. It happened to be my first event on the e-board, so that was also very exciting. But really just anything where the women of Wentworth and the women of construction management can get more credit is always a good thing. So I really like those.
So Meredith, what's one piece of advice that you have for someone looking into the construction management route?
Well, my biggest piece of advice would just be talking to people, get your name out there, make sure you can make yourself connections because it's all about who you know, and you can find help in school, but also hopefully a co-op or a job in the future. So it's all about networking, and it's all about just getting your name out there and meeting other people who can help you or who you can help in the future as well.
Meredith, thank you so much for coming on the show. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening and listening to Meredith's story. And we look forward to seeing you in the future for more Women in Construction Week episodes.
Thanks for taking the time to check out our podcast. The Wentworth Construction Management Club is part of Wentworth Institute of Technology, a university in Boston, Massachusetts. We are always looking for new guests. If you are interested in coming on the show, please email us at cmclub@wit.edu. If you are interested in purchasing a 30 or 60-second ad to be broadcast during our show, please email cmclub@wit.edu with your name, contact information, and a description of what you would like to promote. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Just search for WIT CM Club. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on the CM Club podcast.